My ex-husband ghosted me. It's been almost 3 years since my ex-husband more or less ghosted me. When this happened, we me 26F him 25M at the time. We're together for 3 years and married for a year and a half. It was a bit of an unorthodox scenario for us. We decided to do the 90-day fiancé visa and get married so we could live together. But we were both very intentional that we wouldn't go through with such a thing, unless we were sure in our hearts and to the best of our beliefs that we wanted to get married the right way one day. This was also an expensive venture. Our immigration attorney's fees were over $10,000. Well, we got married about 3 weeks before the pandemic, and it really messed up the already brutal visa processing times. My ex-husband was unable to obtain a work permit for over a year. When he finally did, he took a short contract job in another state at the company we both used to work at and where we met. He originally only signed on for 6 weeks, but he extended his contract to 12 weeks once he was over there, as he was enjoying it more than expected. I was fine with this and was happy to see he had a sense of purpose again. A few weeks go by, and he decides he would really enjoy working there, long-term and year-round. I had no issues with this, as we both didn't like the city we were living in, and I held a remote job, so we really did have the freedom to live in whichever state we wanted. We researched the towns and apartments nearby, and signed a lease, paid the deposit. This was at the end of July to move in at the end of August. He was due to be home from the work contract in mid-August, and would help get ready for the move. Then strangely, his communication with me ceased. I didn't hear from him for a week. I blew up his phone and tried texting and calling him, and nothing. Finally, about 5 days before he is due home, he tells me he isn't coming home. He refused to give me a reason or have a conversation with me. He just literally never came home. He did this just 2 weeks after I had abandoned our lease, signed a new lease across the country, sold furniture, and made moving arrangements. He wanted to collect his things, but I wouldn't let him unless he signed the divorce papers. I didn't want to legally be stuck married to him, especially if he was going back to his home country. He collected his belongings without making eye contact or saying a single word, and I never heard from him again. The irony is, his green card interview was scheduled right around the time he ghosted me. I had never been ghosted before or broken up with in general, and I'll be damned if I ever get closure. I have no idea what happened or what went wrong. There were no prior indicators of tension or unhappiness. My perception was we had a healthy and loving relationship. I don't know why I felt compelled to share my story now. Perhaps I've been carrying shame around my failed marriage and the manner in which it dissolved.